today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive as they will do so behind their quarterback in his third year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And I think Baker Mayfield has had a tremendous offseason getting ready for this one because he put the focus squarely on football and cut out a lot of the peripheral stuff. Just focused in on being the best quarterback and leader for his Cleveland Browns team. And now all he has to do, take care of the turnover issues of last year. 21 interceptions he threw, second most in the NFL.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The ball carrier. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. 3-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And finding the tight end who... Second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos offense set to go behind their quarterback in his 2nd season now from Missouri, Charles. It's Drew Lock.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the 1st round. Ended up going in the 2nd, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. Standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32.
That's good.
9 yards that time.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So at 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
7-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Browns 3, Broncos 0.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Lock now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lock. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Denver. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Lock. Incomplete.
Lock's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Lock working out of the gun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Noah Fant.
A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay, 27 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run.
Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle by
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 10.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
40-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Tim Patrick. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57. Equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've hit halftime. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. His guys have the lead as the white stuff continues to fall. And for the call of the second half, we give it back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get him a 1st down.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
McManus now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Browns 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Open man is Higgins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They run. Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Bradley Chubb.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Kareem.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And again, it's Chubb.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Parkey is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Broncos 14, Browns 13.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Olivier Vernon brings him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Lindsey, the Broncos.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.